Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome to Cooking Companions. I've had this one in my library for a while, and I figured, oh, well, this game is not suitable for children, or the easily disturbed, but yes, we should continue. But I figured it's about time I start clearing out my, backlog. I feel like I've been buying a lot of new games lately. I'm like, okay, we have to stop. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. What is that little creature? Is that a squirrel? This is the oddest color. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to... Ah! Achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. She looked like she died inside. What's with those eyes? Karen. Why is her... Were all their names red? Get those allergies under control, Mariah. You can't just tell someone to, get their allergies under control? Oh, okay, they're all color-coded. Just, hers looked extra weird. And don't worry, guys, I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? Gregor. I've never heard that name before. No. Not many Anatoly. Anatoly? Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Do these people like each other? Why are they here? Thanks, Anatoly. 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 Anatoly? Let me look that up real quick. It's Anatoly. Okay, back to game. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds would be the most delicious. Oh, it doesn't sound delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous? I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eh. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. It won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly! Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. Huh? What? Got carried away again. What? Did I miss something? I feel like they all know something that we don't. You know? What are they talking about? Why would... What? I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Do these people like each other? Why are they all in a cabin together? Are we running away for something? Cause I assumed, at first I thought they were at a summer camp, or they're just camping or something, but I don't know if they're here because they want to be? Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Oh, I'm here too? Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Okay, so they do know something that I don't know, if we're actually a person in this thing. They seem to... I don't know. I don't think I'm part of the crew yet, you know? Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everyone, let's get to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Skater. Mariah. Anatoly. Gregor. The three exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial: to save the game, right-click or hit escape button on your keyboard to bring up the menu. Is something going to happen? There we go. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit the title to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? Yeah, I mean, of course. Probably not, I'm extremely lazy, say nothing. Of course I do. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. What the hell is your deal, lady? Right? It looks like Karen will remember that. Why? Anyways, I'm going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads to the living room and starts looking at the books. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. Tutorial, you never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Cupboards, please. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. What about the cupboards again? Check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. What about again? You check the cupboard underneath the sink. Oh, you found a dead mouse. This would be a great gift to give Karen. You added the dead mouse to your inventory. Are we all okay? I figured this game was gonna be weird, but you put the dead mouse back in the cupboard. Karen's not ready for the dead mouse yet. Are we okay? What about behind the woodpile? It's nothing but cobwebs back there. Thankfully no spiders, are you sure? Look at the logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. Oh my god, not the Norway spruce. Norway spruce won't burn as well as oak logs. These would be useless during a snowstorm. No kidding. These logs are less dense, won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. Perfect when you want to smell a good meal. The supplies aren't anywhere near here. Oh, we can check the cupboards again. Notice that letter L engraved on the left side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse. It's so weird. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Like, dirty with blood? Check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing on this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? What? You check the drawer above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. I don't know about this. Ew. What? It's time! Chompettes, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here! Ugh. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry raspberry! Potato? Cabbage stuffed me in this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping! Where are the Chompettes? Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat free. I don't know about this. I think we might be insane. You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. We are crazy. Chompettes, let's move out. Maybe we're the problem. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. I know, but only slightly. Okay, hold on, woman. I have to save. Because I have weird feelings about this. Let's put that right there. And then I want to check out that recipe. So you just hold your thoughts. Yes. Where is it? This is just a gallery. Where's the recipes? They did say it was gonna be here, didn't they? Did they lie to me? Just like that? Oh. So there we go, we just scroll. Ew. I don't know, maybe it tastes better than it looks. Maybe it's just because I don't care for eggplant or... Yeah. I like pomegranate sauce on like steaks and stuff, but... I don't know. Well, that's great. We have that in our pocket. I don't know. Was that worth it? I have no idea. Let's just go back. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. I found a dead mouse. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. What? Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Don't we need these? Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood to get to work on cooking dinner. Why are the plates already dirty? Do you see them all? They're all like got a red tint to them. Tonight's entree vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. Hours. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. That's weird. Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways. Killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Why 17? I thought we didn't have any spiders. There weren't any behind the logs. Maybe they were somewhere else? Yeah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Ew. 160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. Heh, no. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah, and I can sleep anywhere, so I'll use the rocking chair. Just in case any of them swarm the couch, I'll sleep with one eye open. That sounds like a warning. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than the lumberyard. Yeah. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. So, what you think? You like it? Anatoly's eyes look like they're going in different directions a little bit. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. What the hell, Karen? Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew. So generic. Why don't you fucking starve to death then? You can make your own goddamn meals. I've been cooking for hours, slaving over the freaking stove to make a meal for you people. Ugh. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize Fragaria vesca, commonly known as strawberries, for some jam. Aren't you being extra? Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Is it though? She's been kind of going at him for this entire time. I think she hates him. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. Are we though? I kind of feel like we're not. This could be very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Or our last day, with how this is going. I have bad feelings. I don't like Karen, and I don't trust Gregor. I don't like that he sleeps with one eye open. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. Where did I sleep? Did I sleep on the couch of spiders? What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Oh no, the Wendigo. They're coming through the windows. Oh god. Will you two quiet down? Trying to sleep over here. Weren't you supposed to be in the bedroom? Ah. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. It's too early for this. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Ah. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Ah. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of the plant to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I ought to wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That's really weird. What's a red deer? That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Haha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. Why is it so bold? Haha. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Oh, we're gonna touch everything. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a skipping to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompets to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Oh my god. We're gonna save. There we go. Just pop you in there, because I don't know. I don't want to talk to the chompets. They concern me. The basement. The basement's always suspicious. Should we check out the bedroom? Because that's where Karen's stuff's probably is. But I'm in between bedroom and basement. I'm just worried that if we're caught sneaking around Karen's stuff, she's gonna murder us or something, because she is not trustworthy. Let's check out the basement. There's always weird stuff in basements. Oh, I don't like that. This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait, what? That sucks. What? Okay, hold up. No. You erased my choice. That sucks. I'm save scumming. Where's the button? There we go. Alright, we're checking out the bedroom. That's stupid. You can't just say, hey, pick anywhere and then be like, nah, bro. That's interesting. Karen and Anatoly kept the room pretty clean. Only one of them made their bed, though. You look underneath one of them. You found some emergency supplies. You decide to look through them and start planning your next meal. I feel like every time I say Anatoly's name, I forget how to say it more and more. I don't even know if I'm saying it the right way anymore. We're back. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of it? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughs so hard your ears ring. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. Jesus, she's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop her from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. What? One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of species here. We also found some wild sorrel. Is this going to be good enough for a meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to go do an inventory of all available ingredients. Takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, straining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. Use your hands to mix thoroughly, and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture on top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. You cooked cabbage rolls. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. For some reason that gave me like flashbacks to like Pokemon Sword and Shield, I think, with the like campsite cooking. It's like I'm feeding my Pokemon. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it and you'll thank me later. Is it really tomatoes? Do we have tomatoes? Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. This really was something special. Thanks again for cooking. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. What? That sucks. That's not how it works. Well, I guess they did go and look for the food, so maybe it is how it works. Dishes can wait. Everyone goes to bed full and happy. You sleep You asleep instantly. You asleep instantly. Tomorrow will be another great day. Will it? Good morning, everyone. Again, Gregor. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are coming. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen. There's nothing to worry about. Why are we out here? I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Is Anatoly talking or is that squirrel thing talking? Anatoly. Let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Are they actually talking to the squirrel? Because, like, the squirrel's got its mouth open. Anatoly does not. I mean, I get that it's just a static thing, but I don't know. I'm very suspicious of how this game is gonna go. I don't know much about it, but I'm getting weird vibes from all of these things. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Here's the thing. Karen's crazy. We already know that for a fact. Mariah is definitely also crazy, but we don't know what kind of crazy yet. Like, I feel like Karen's kind of crazy where she's gonna kill us regardless of how this game goes. Mariah is also probably gonna kill us. I don't know, I'm getting Doki Doki literature vibes from the both of them. I don't trust him. Like, Mariah is not trustworthy and like, I forget what her name is, but the purple one? She reminds me of that one a little bit. Like a secret yandere sort of scenario. Karen just seems unhinged. Let's try to make Karen happy. Maybe we'll live a little bit longer. I don't know, but I like Mariah. She seems interesting. Let's go with Mariah. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. I should have saved. You walk over to her. Oh well, what can you do? Oh wow, that looks... they animated it. Hello? How are you? What's on the wall? There's some great books here. Which one is your favorite? Let's save. Maybe it's like a raise your stats sort of deal. Like your love points, you know, like a dating game. I want to do the crafting one though. Oh, me too. Metallurgy is so interesting. I'm curious about what alloy composition the cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice. See? Boom. I know what I'm doing. Your relationship is stronger. Hell yeah. Didn't know you were so smart. What does that mean? Let's talk again later, okay? You start to blush a little bit. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. What are they doing in that room? Hmm? Hey. Can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What the hell's that noise? What's that noise? Something sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Oh god, are we gonna be high again? Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? There's a radio? You even noticed it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. Got this strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Okay, so we only get one chance on that, so... Oh god. It's weird, the controls, like, for some reason it only works sometimes. I don't know. And I don't like how I can't see the mouse. Let's look around the... Should we inspect the kitchen? I want to see more parts of the other parts of the house, so let's look around the bathroom. Remember an old tale about a child who said a killer's name 3 times into the mirror. Bloody Mary? Was that what that? Was she a killer? But you can't remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. Leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you entered. Well, that was useless, but I wanted to look. Mariah's back early today. Oh god. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Teehee. Mariah will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Strong like bull. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. You could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. Don't be so down, everyone. We've got tons of good berries. Ugh. Jam is so bland without any sugar, though. You have any? Shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek, you missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailors' delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. Big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Beautiful area. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You looked from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah! I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Yeah, guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. Why? You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have at least succeed. What? Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Do we have a log? I need to think about that. How do I... Where's my mouse? I can see it. I'm scrolling over the side of the bar very slowly. There. Okay, down. Come on. Come on. This is just awful. Come on. I saw the highlight. Come on. I just want to look at the log. Or maybe the controls if I can find them. Oh my god. Is it in the option menu? Can I please have a mouse? Damn it. Okay, let's try to aim again. Come on, we can find it. Just gotta mouse over it. Come on. Wasted my time doing this crap just because I want to see the riddle again. Oh my god. Where's the freaking mouse? Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, I did all that work and there's absolutely no no log button. I'm gonna say an appetite, maybe? Because if you feed it, it gets smaller. And if you hold on to it for too long, you perish, right? So it's probably an appetite. Dust? Try again, big guy. Why is there no sound? Maybe that's just how this section is. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? I guess that works too. Same difference. That was my guess. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle and spreading it on some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. What's with the silence after that? Did somebody die for this jam? Is somebody in this jam? No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. I mean, it's like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, just without the peanut butter. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something has been clinging to your back for days. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. It won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the hour. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your back in cool water. It doesn't work. It cuts deeper into your back, causing the river to run red. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet, and you slip and fall backwards. You push yourself to the bottom, trying to submerge the creature shredding your back. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically. Plunging your head beneath the water, you let the current take you downstream. You give up trying to swim to the shore. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the waters. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink into the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake up in a cold sweat. What the hell is that? I don't know if that was a dream. Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did lightning wake you up? Man, everybody wakes up as soon as they hear Gregor's voice. It woke me up. Try to fall back to sleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. I want to explore. Let me explore, game. Please. Except for you. Hell yeah. Can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Oh? Karen's snoring is making the walls shake. You don't sleep a wink, opening your eyes when you hear Anatoly slamming the door. He sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You're no optimist, Karen. Yeah. That's all Gregor has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Haha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it earlier? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Ryan begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to where... So the first thing you need to understand... Minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. Tears roll down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture, ending with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Yeah. Anatoly turns toward you. There's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. I don't like this. Looks like we have enough leftover berries from our bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam, just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get out some crusty bread and get to work on making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the chompettes. I mean, if we're in a starving situation, everyone's just getting plain bread. I hate to break it to you. And then we'll save the jam for another day if this rain doesn't let up, you know? I don't know how dire our situation is, but it doesn't seem like we have a steady, source of food. Let's check on our little buddies. Our creepy little friends. Hello! I didn't know you spoke English. Don't worry, as a leader of the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Ha ha ha. Are your plans going awry? I forgot. Ha ha ha. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No. Her business is now toast. Ha ha ha. This one's a little stale. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milk shake. What? Tell her no. Huh? You let out an audible groan. I don't think I understood that one. Huh? Whatever. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope, wasted an entire day on it. Well, it was worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette Comedy Competition this year. Yeah, of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? Why doesn't Potato have a voice? We still talk about that closing joke, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through the thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompettes, move out. We're crazy. We're crazy. The Chompettes somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Man, there's something wrong with all of us here. Karen stops you as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Who wants it? Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough? For 5 of us? Oh, wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping the bread apart like a pack of wolves. How's this my fault? They're the ones that haven't been finding enough food. See all those deer and they didn't get any for us to eat? Gregor eats the biggest chunks of mold. Disgusting. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had in Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of hydration. But until the storm is over, we shouldn't leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it some time. Anatoly, what makes you think that? One of the books had weather reports. You're literate, so that's a lie. Wait, I thought you said he was a bookworm earlier. Karen, I've seen him reading. Who reads upside down? What do you think? Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. It doesn't seem like you can, you know? I have a feeling Karen's correct. Yeah. You're funny. I keep playing pretend, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. Found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Might be something more your speed. Karen. Karen smiles at you. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah. Sure. A cat jumped on my lap and her tail is directly in my face. Could you move? Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never shared it with him. What if it was just me and you? I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. You nod. Well, we'll have to kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization book in the bedroom. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay? I don't know if I feel that way about Karen. Karen walks away, looking very happy. You're definitely sure Karen will remember that. Oh god. Cat is hitting the microphone. Please stop. Why? Why you like this? The relationship is stronger. Hooray! I think. Don't know about this. Go to sleep very hungry. No, don't hit the microphone. What are you doing? Just come here. Go sit in your corner. Sit over here. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. It doesn't look good outside. So that's how fast a deer could run if it's startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. How is this my fault? I didn't even get the chance to, like, ration anything. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Well, we can't make everybody happy. Everyone moves to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Well, we got, like, pretty high stats with Mariah already, so we might as well just, like, max out our relationship with her, right? Makes the most sense to me, and besides, I kind of want to go to the kitchen, because I don't know if we'll, like, get the chance to see if there's more supplies. Although I guess we could converse with Anatoly, but I kind of feel like we're already off to a bad start with him, and the game said that we can't make everybody happy, so why bother? I don't know, maybe you can find a way to make everybody happy, but I have a feeling that this isn't that kind of game. Let's talk with Mariah. Besides, I don't really like Karen, she gives me the creeps. Oh, didn't hear you coming. Why do you look at us like that? Do you hate us? I was just double checking if there's any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get this drawer open. The one with the things in it? Could you give it a try? You nod. Great. While you go do that, I'm gonna get some more reading done. You think Mariah will remember that, but we're not sure. Your relationship is stronger. Wonderful. Later. You pull open the drawer with all your might. Hello! Is the thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. Oh my god. My sister keeps texting me. She doesn't know how to install ad blockers. Hold on. Let me... Okay. Okay, I'm back. That took a little longer than I thought, because I had to walk her through, like I had to FaceTime her and walk her through on how to install ad blockers on her thing, which makes no sense because she's studying computer programming. Why can she not figure out how to install ad blockers? And why hasn't she done it at all in her life yet? How is she existing? I don't know. But anyways. And then after that I went to get ice creams because like I've been wanting to get ice cream all day. And I was like, oh shoot, the time. If I don't go now, they'll close soon. So I went and did that. And then on the way back, I saw all these dead, like beheaded pigeons on the ground. And like someone went and like chopped off all their heads for some reason and also defeathered them. So there's a serial killer on the loose, probably. But anyways, let's get back to the game. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways. Please don't let the others see us. Cabbage. That's right, Raspberry. I think Cabbage is gonna kill Raspberry. Part of being a chompette is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we? You shake your head. Good. Chompettes, roll on out. You shut the drawer. But yeah, I went on a total side quest. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Ooh, wow. They are like, that guy, the green one. He's already looking kind of like, was his cheeks always like that? He's already starting to look a little thin. Won't stop. You're all doing great, just a little longer. I'm so hungry. Me too. Why don't we eat the squirrel? You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Oops. Your stomach is growling more. Wake up. Oh, it's the raspberry. I said, wake up. This is weird. I'm just talking to the floating raspberry. The rainfall is non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? I don't think so. Do I control the weather? You don't answer her question. Always thinking about with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't let this weigh on my conscience. Go back to sleep, monster. What are you talking about? You quickly forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. Are we gonna kill someone? But he keeps screaming at you, calling you names. So you show him how it's done. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. A smile crawls across his face. His anger turns to courage. And he pushes you into the oven. As a stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. I don't like these little drawings. They're in a different style. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear Mariah getting up. She looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatoly has bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Karen looks out of it. Cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. She doesn't usually look scared, so that's concerning. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And? All I saw was rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. Kept pacing around the bedroom. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? How's this my fault? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. Once the weather improves, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha ha ha. Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? Well, we'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to different areas. Gregor's fake optimism is worrying, and Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? I mean, I feel like, you know, we've already almost maxed out Mariah. You know, as much as I'd like to talk to the other characters, I feel like maybe this is the kind of game you're gonna have to play multiple times, you know, to max out anybody's route, so I feel like we should stick with Mariah for now. What happened to her? Brr. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? He explained to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content contributes to their temperature. Yeah. I wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I'm happy with brains over brawn. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Cut trees and sleep under the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. We're almost full. Your relationship is stronger. You thank Mariah and get the others. So, y'all want to bite a crust? Moldy crust? You call everyone together. They all look nervous. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out, everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers, chewing each bite with a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, slowly swallowing as he looks at the others. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. I don't think that's going to be nearly enough for Gregor. He inhaled it. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. I mean, we probably shouldn't have, like, eaten so much the first couple of days, but they kept being like, oh, we need 5-star culinary here out in the wilderness. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. Can't you just hear it, buddy? Don't we want to risk it for the biscuit? Get out there and look for some food. If even it's flooding, maybe you can catch something that's going on by. I don't know. Still flooding. Is there really nothing you can do? What are we going to do? Could you go on the roof and see if there's like trees nearby that you could like grab onto and monkey out the situation? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it will rain that long? Anatoly. It's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. That's not my fault. So let's talk to Mariah. Clearly this isn't my fault. Hey. Mariah looks relieved to see you. Huh? Oh, there we go. That was easy. How are you holding up? Not a better question, how are you holding up? Is it more difficult than Ukraine? How are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I notice you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the other make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. It's not like we had any meat to put in it. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. You decide to check out the drawer again. Little buddies, potatoes only here. You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They want to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'd just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for your basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With flood waters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds, 4.7 times height in inches, minus 4.7 times age in years. Got it. For fun, let's try it out on someone here. Mariah. Using Harris-Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds. About 5 feet 5 inches tall. About 20 years old. Crunching the numbers. I think she'd need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we'd need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the foods properly. Which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay? You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. I wonder if, like, would it always pick the person that you have had the strongest relationship with? Because I'm wondering if, because we've fostered this relationship with her, that means she's on the death board now for sure. I feel like that's a high possibility. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone's silent. I'll go. But Mariah, I used to swim all the time near my house. I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No. Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy. Let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen! His arms are the longest. You're probably the best at climbing. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. And you're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths. You picked the biggest. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. I'm 100% sure this is because we built the relationship with her. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen. Anatoly. Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Well, she ain't coming back. The potato told me so. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. Silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. Oh yeah, she'll die of hypothermia too. And then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. Well, that's not good. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You have a strange dream. Dead to me. That's not a good achievement. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a cabin guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking into the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. One of them looks behind her, eyes widening when she sees you. She's terrified. You've never been this angry in your entire life. You're gaining on them. They can't run forever. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall downward, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs, and you're unable to scream anymore. You wake in the cold sweat. What was that? That was too fast. What was that? Day 6. It's day 7. Never mind. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? Oh, she made it higher, alright. She's straight up to heaven. I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? Where is little squirrel? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Why doesn't Karen look if she's so uppity about it? Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Where's the squirrel? Karen? I'm sure Anatoly would agree, but we'll discuss the next options when we get to it. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to a corner. What do you want to do today? Let's... I'm kind of curious about hanging out in the kitchen more, you know? Let's speak with Anatoly in the kitchen. Hey. Kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell her how I felt about her. She'll be back, right? You nod. Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. You decide to distract Anatoly with an old story. There was once a villager who had to stock up supplies for the winter. Filled his house with a cow, a sack of grains from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He ran out of room quickly. One day the villager grew sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night the cries of the cow kept him awake, until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed for the last time, sobbing as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared back at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but the buckets blocked his path. He was too weak, too sick. The final noise he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting note to end his life. That's a stupid story. Why didn't he just, try to milk the cow after he got, a little bit of strength back from eating the grains, even though that's not great? I mean, how weak, do you have to be to not be able to milk your cow, but you can cook rice or grain or whatever? I don't know. Anatoly looks horrified with your story. Oh yeah, that's also not great time. Not now, buddy. Why don't you say a good story? A happy one? The trumpets can wait. You leave Anatoly to his thoughts. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat in a completely different room. What? Are we actually killing things in our sleep? I had my suspicions, but nobody's been dead. But where'd that squirrel go? Was that squirrel really here, or were we seeing things? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook what? Where'd we get that from? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. I don't know where that came from. Where did you get that? I don't know. Ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small pieces. Where did it come from? Did we kill Mariah? But how? And it's not a lot of meat. Even if we did kill Mariah. Did we kill the squirrel? He immediately grabs some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. You have any more of this? Explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. How dare you throw that up? You just... Now you're gonna die. We don't have any more food for you. I was too weak. And left you some. Don't fight this, Anatoly. So they do know it's Mariah. How did we find her? Did we really find her, or did we kill her? Anatoly takes a piece from the plate, turning his back to the group as he eats it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Let's talk to Gregor. Just to mix things up. He's looking chipper. Hey, thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries, and now she's in her stomach. Thank you. You smile. Heh. If there's extras, slip me a little more meat. Okay? Gregor will remember that. Are you gonna die next? I think we're eating our like friends. The more friendly we get. Going to see how Anatoly is doing. Later. What's the bird cage for? You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? Oh. Under the floorboard, please. That looks suspicious. You noticed a bone sticking out. A bone? Is it a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. Gross. Are you sure? Looks a little loose. You're far too weak to pull up the floorboard. Darn it. Really? Are you sure? Floorboard should really be prepared. We really can't... I want to look inside the bird cage. There's nothing in the bird cage. It's completely empty. Are you sure? The bottom of the bird cage is completely spotless. Did a bird even go in here? No bird droppings or anything. You can tell from the outside of the cage that it's completely empty. Right? You observe that the cage is quite large. Maybe this isn't meant for birds. Look a little closer. You can make out an E, but the letter to the left is scratched out. This clue seems worthless. That's suspicious, if nothing else. Inside the nightstand? Onion! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me! Onion! Was just playing with some of the toys in this drawer. You're far too old to enjoy these. You're never too old for toys. Anyways, need to attend the secret Chompette meeting. Smell ya later. Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this? June 26, 1862. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims. Significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. Are we the butcher of Zakopane? You take the bloody newspaper with you. Oh, I want to look around more. No. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Was that cabinet always open? And I don't know if it's my imagination or not, but like I feel like I see a creepy little face sticking out of it, but I might just be making things up in my head, but I feel like I see a creepy face, but I don't know. Let's stop looking at it. It's kind of hard to not look at it though. Is it? I want to enhance the picture. You can never be satiated now. Or they can. They can never be. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? Calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. I can wait. No arguments? Perfect. Yeah, we don't have anyone else to eat right now. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with long rope to prevent you from moving. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker one. No turning back now. The blacksmith takes a hot poker out of the coals. It makes his eye glow as he scowls at you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body as he raises the poker again. You wake in a cold sweat. Ooh, how's that fixing? How's that fixing your eye? How? I thought he was going to build us a new one. Day 9. You wake to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Is that saying something? There was whispers, but I couldn't make out what it was saying. Didn't sound like English. Although I guess Mariah is from the Ukraine, but I don't know. The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone's still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. But, like, you could go outside, you could look around a little. Good morning, big guy. Where's Mariah? What do you mean, where's Mariah? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Well, crap, I heard it too. Yes! Oh, God, no. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast. Right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly looks at you begging. Please don't beg. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get that taste out of my mouth. Help me. Anatoly? Gregor looks hurt by Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding in some boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasonings, but you need to serve it quickly. Smells good. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It's almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. He should chew. He really should. Anatoly creates ripples in broth with his finger. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her eating. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. Ugh. How could you be so careless again? Yeah, what the hell? What point is holding on to it if we're gonna let it spoil? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You could clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after looking. Gregor's right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. You're right. Mariah's still out there. She still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Personally, I would eat Karen first. She's the most annoying. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Yeah, she's definitely speaking, but definitely in another language. Something is approaching. Oh god. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please. Don't you trust my advice? You shake your head. Oh, got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There's even was a doctor in 1919 who tricked people into thinking it was true. Anyways, you know what smells worse than the raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? I can't remember. Could you smell before I came into the room? Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. Anatoly can make his own decisions. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Prying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle the cabbage about you. You can be as mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly that you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's only for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're for the frying pans tomorrow. Nothing beats sliding around on butter. Later. What is he talking about? We have no butter. Completely forget the conversation with Onion. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. Dun dun dun. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment from you. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack and then add 6 chickens on top. This fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave them the only things you had for food. A storm rages on. Outside, as the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. I don't know when to stop. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. Can we eat that? You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Did we do that? Oh, was it Anatoly? Yeah, morning. Morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. I could hear her whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. Really? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. Well, that's fantastic. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. Literally? What do you want to do? Let's talk with Anatoly near the basement. If we go in the basement? Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by your presence. Your relationship is stronger. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often. I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to go out, but I don't want her tormenting me anymore. You know what's down there, don't you? I have an idea. Should I say yes or should I say no? Because I don't technically know. It's just my hypothesis. Let's say no. Wow. You weren't fooling anyone. Please get away from me. You oblige. Looks like Anatoly will remember that. Call everyone together for a meeting. Well, I guess he's going out there. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears rolled down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. You suck. Karen's the worst. What's that? Oh, it's just logs. I thought it was a person. Sorry, buddy. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Oh, should we have talked to the Chompettes so they could remind us? Because it did say we forgot. They're gonna be so mad. Or at least Onion will be. Anatoly has left the cabin. I mean, I have a feeling that the Chompettes are actually these guys because they're all color-coded by name, you know? I'm thinking Onion was probably Anatoly because I think they were both blue. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. When are we, like, killing them, though, after they leave? Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping on the floor. Well, that's not good. Oh, found you. Ha ha ha. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. Well, I guess this guy's brown and not green, so I guess maybe that theory's wrong. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompet meeting and told me to give you this mission. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes. You nod. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Bread hops away, pushing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Bread told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. After working with the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Oh, sorry, Anatoly. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you decide to dry the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Like, I get that we're killing Anatoly right now, but it's like, what was that whole thing with the two women shoving me into an oven thing then? Because wouldn't that be Karen and Mariah? But then I got out and shoved one of them in, or wait, did that happen? No, I think they just murdered me. No, I was trying to shove them in an oven, and then they turned the tables on me. So some of these are dreams, I think. But this one's obviously us murdering Anatoly. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 11. Oh, I don't like it. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or... You found some meat! Yay! Oh, there was definitely something in that cabinet before, because I don't see anything in there now. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to surprise everyone with breakfast. Start by cutting each slice fairly thin. Brown each side in the oven, releasing a unique smell into the air. Karen runs into the kitchen. Yikes. What is that smell? Give it to me. No. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ugh. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh god. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing more with his hands. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration. Karen's sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in close to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect your art? You tell her. Huh, yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know, Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. I want you to slip this in the Gregor's mug tonight. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time and I want it to be perfect. She's gonna kill us next. No. Besides, the red told me not to. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor. Hi. Oh, did you hear all that? Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. It'll be over soon, Gregor. Well, that was faster than I thought. So I guess they have been coming back, but then we've been killing them as soon as they get back. Ah! Stop, stop! Gregor has turned silent. Did she already kill him? That fast? You leave her alone, going into the bedroom, crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Wow, slept like a baby. She's gonna kill us next. We're the only meat left. Bad plan on our part. You have a strange dream. Oh, I thought we were gonna just be dead. The waifu's cooking. Wake up, sleepyhead. Who's over there? Is that Mariah? You were having a nightmare. Thank you for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, though. Come on, let's eat. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh no. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. My... What is it, Gregor? Where are my... Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You're useless. You can't swim. How could you help us if you immediately drown? What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty earlier, right? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? That's awful. Imagine you ate your own, leg? Oh god. Ah, but I guess this is a way to keep a food source, though. You, you just chop off a piece every now and then, but you keep feeding it so this food doesn't spoil. Gregor looks at you. He's been looking at us. Don't even think about crawling away. I'm surprised we let him have an arm left. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. We'll eat your fresh arm when everything else is gone. Let me start cooking some more of your leg. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. We started it. If I was Gregor, I would just try to crawl off that couch right now, because nothing could be worse than staying in this state. It'd be far better to just die immediately. Hey. All I wanted was to keep everyone alive and together. But I failed. Are you disappointed in me? No? Where is it? No. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Growing up, my mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. I was never satisfied. One day on my way home from school, I was walking past the town inn. Something smelled amazing. It was coming from a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag, a meal that was fresh out of the oven. At least that's what I thought. I became severely ill with food poisoning, dry heaving into the toilet for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I'm so cold. This cabin, everything about it chills me to the bones. Please, consider it my dying wish. Oh, how cold-hearted is no. Ouch. Yes, consider your dying wish granted. Oh, thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. And... I don't like this close-up. Something gonna jump scare us? I don't like this. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. At least he died in somewhat peace. What the hell do you think you're doing? Tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. We should really make some jerky. I feel like that'll last longer, but I guess we don't have any salt. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander? Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As a leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompets lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Why aren't I supposed to find them? Not talk to Karen? This is weird. Hi. No, don't smile. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. I don't like that position. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Yes? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? That doesn't sound like a good idea. What are you whittling with that knife? A wooden knife. Do you want one? Yes. Give me 5 weeks. I'm behind schedule right now and you're wasting my time. Scram. You feel a sense of deja vu. Are you leaving so soon? Basement key is probably in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost. How does she know that we needed that? You thank Karen and head to the kitchen. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Let's check the cauldron. You hear some rustling around. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me. Well done. As a leader of Chompets, getting through these mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompets to push me through. You'll help me out, right? Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompets to go. What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up, you'll be a member of the Chompets in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in the nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in there. Found the basement key. There it is. Let's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompets, find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Let's go. Let's go. That bone is even more sticking out. Found him. Already? Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Today? I'm feeling sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, did you eat something gross? Your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat too. Could smell you coming from a mile away. Gross. Did the red-haired woman scare you or something? Tell Onion everything that happened. Whoa! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoly, and Gregor. But yikes! 3 people dead in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night though, right? Don't like the silence. I'd probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, don't worry, I got you back. Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem, Cabbage. I think I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud it can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompets, let's move out. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompets left. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Where is he? You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. This isn't really hide and seek, is it? He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite Chompet, Bread. Don't you love me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. What do you need? Tell Bread about gathering the Chompets together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? No. With potato? I mean, you're going against the whole grain here. You really think we want to go back downstairs? Where's Karen? Brad, we need your help finding a potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the trumpets down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. I don't know about this. That's great, Brad. Glad to have you on board, Brad. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All three chompets are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips? Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. We're losing our mind. But I don't think we even had our mind to begin with. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. Oh, did Karen slip us something? She did say she had anesthetic. You stumble to your feet. Let's, go find Raspberry. Never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompets. Mosey out. You have 3 chompets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. Everything turns silent. You can almost hear her breathing. Her Raspberry? Can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry. Oh wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompet detective skills says he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, that red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompets, let's hide out. This isn't good. All 4 Chompets quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. With the knife? Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? I don't think we should tell her about the Chompets. Tell her about the basement. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You open the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into the darkness. We should lock it. You locked the basement door. Thank you. It heard me. Did you just lock the door? It's not a great door. She can totally get out of it. There's giant gaps in it. She could kick it down. You block out her screams of rage. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. I hope that's a strong lock. Day 13? Perhaps? Yes. You slept in today. The pounding is completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have slept walked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. candle blew out. And the door is locked. Uh-oh. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. Tutorial, you're in the dark but not alone. Click on the objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. Oh my god. I don't like this at all. Hi, Cabbage. Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Oh, you tell her about it. Maybe you just need to try wiggling a little bit. What? You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Excuse me, we need to conduct the next secret trumpet meeting. Later. Quickly make your escape. Oh, I wanted to look around more. Darn it. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. But how did it get locked? You know... Oh no. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen. Where is she? Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Ooh. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. What? Events like this are rare. Creating vengeful spirits is difficult. In this state, they'll try to give you a heart attack. Push you down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. The rain has stopped. You decide to go look out the window. Oh god. The floodwaters are completely gone. I saw Mariah. Karen would be excited to see this. Shame that she's rotting in the basement. I don't think she's dead. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Anatoly, you in here, bro? Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You grab some meat from behind the woodpile. You take a few bites of it. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. At this point, it's like, let's just finish this run out, you know? I know it's almost been 2 hours, but I feel like we're reaching the end, and I feel like you definitely have to play this multiple times. You have a strange dream. Clouds have parted, the rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Oh no. Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. The meat is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. Go over to investigate. Karen's still alive? But it's been days. Cold winds blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this, Oh! You wake in the cold sweat. Day 15. Raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head into the living room. The couch still smells like Gregor's sweat. Should you have stopped her? You already did. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor's imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Day 16. You must have woken up too early. The cabin living room is pitch black. Oh no, not this again. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Oh god, there's Anatoly. He's just gonna chill there. Cool. Anatoly? First note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. Who was it from? Just clicking things to see if anything happens. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I knew you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely or I'll need to get others involved. I've left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. You don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother's note with you. You lay back down on the couch, drifting back to sleep. Day 17. You walk again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me. Your first week with the others. Where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but came up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. You remember any concussions? Still nothing? You would routinely collapse around the cabin. Sleepwalk in the walls, too. You even fall down the basement stairs. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck yet. You seem to survive almost anything, right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Yeah, sure, let's talk to a potato. You tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be dumb enough to tell me. Thank you. And you instantly regret telling Potato. You think Karen's still alive downstairs? She'll be much stronger than last time you saw her. She's been eating them. Probably finding something useful down there too. When's the last time you've eaten? It's time to take it back from her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for them. For me. You head for the basement door. Why does the potato get the most control out of our lives? It's been enough days, right? I feel like I can see something through the crevice. Maybe not. You open the door and prepare for the worst. She can be standing right there. Ugh, that's awful. Just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. No. No. I don't like it. Stop zooming. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Lies. Why aren't you saying anything? Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. You always try things like this. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loads of it. Fine, down here. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. And she will rip the flesh from your bones. Goodbye, Mariah. We'll speak again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You continue your descent. I don't want to be down here. Oh no. The walls, they're a mix of dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Please, no. Please, no. God, no. Don't do this. I'm glad I found you. I also just noticed that you can see my mouse in OBS. Would you look at that? I could have used that to find that stupid button earlier. Whatever. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking behind you? Another trap. Everyone else is upstairs. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb bursts or turns on. You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. We'll meet again soon. Beware of Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels heavier. You touch your ears. Blood is leaking out. Something is approaching. This gonna be Anatoly? Why is this one slower? I feel like it's psyching us out on the third time a charm thing. I don't like it. Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting Gregor and Mariah. Oh. You don't want to pick onions outside? Shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Below us. Waiting to devour you. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. How long did you leave them in here? There. Beware of Karen. She'll wipe that smug smile off your face. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Oh god, there's no people left. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You feel around the walls blindly and locate the light switch. God damn you. Hello. You've come so far. Proud of you. As a leader of the Chompettes, I want to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out and we'll be there. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. Why are you like this? But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Too much wax in your ears? Raspberry. Don't get on Raspberry's bad side. Where's Potato? Okay. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. That's awkward. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Don't like it. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here, please don't go into the room. It's the only place we won't go. Oh god. That's correct, Potato. Thank you for coming along with us. It's not a change of heart because you really never had one. I don't think you should come with us. Only joke here is you, Potato. That's enough. Chompettes? Let's help out. I don't want to see her. Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Oh, she looks normal. Oh, we're Pokemon battling. Let's end this. Should have kept the door locked. Oh, we have options. Where's my mouse? Oh good, I can see it on OBS. Attack. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen sprints towards you. Oh! Some blood splatters on the floor. Karen is studying you. Should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. Dodge? You stumble onto the wall, nearly breaking a bone with the impact. Pathetic. She looks like she's plotting her next attack. Dodge again? Karen goes completely silent. Should have kept the door locked. Dodge again? Karen slashes at you with her knife. Karen swipes at you, but missed. Stand still. She's looking at you dead in the eyes. Oh god, Karen cackles. I'll throw you in the floods. Is that yellow bar her energy? Can we just deplete her energy? Dodge this. Ouch. Blood is running down your side. Karen licks her lips. Okay, maybe we should attack. Where's the button? There it is. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Should have kept the door locked. Attack. We're winning, I think. Karen sprints towards you. Ouch. You have blood running down your arm. Karen's looking winded. Oh, get her. Try to bite Karen's face. You missed. How did we miss? Why is the music getting sad? You get a handful of Karen's hair, smashing her into the wall. Is this really good? I feel like we're kind of doing the wrong thing here. You get a handful of Karen's hair. Oops, we're on low power. Karen rushes towards you. Ouch! Karen's seething. She's about to take your life. Time for the Chompettes to roll in. Sorry for not helping you much down here. And again, you didn't help us much down here. It will be fascinating to see what happens if you lose. What? You're not feeling any better. Weren't you supposed to help me? The Chompettes have stopped helping. You weren't even doing anything. Oh my god. Where's the button? Attack. You crack Karen's jaw with a hard punch. I don't need to chew. Okay. Hit her. You crack Karen's jaw with a hard punch. I don't need to chew. Oh, we're down to the wire. You taste copper? Where's the button? You try to swipe Karen's legs. She easily jukes around it. Oh, she's gonna get us. You punch Karen in the gut. Oh, we got her. You knocked the wind out of her. It's over. Huh? But I killed you. Did I not? Wow, we are skinny. Ooh. Well, the good news is we're both evil, so I think this is fine. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. My cat keeps poking me. She's hobbling after- You're hobbling after her, but the basement is getting darker and darker. You hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps in the distance. Getting lightheaded again. A cool liquid is coming out of your ears. You almost trip a few times as you move downwards. Your shoes begin sticking to the ground. This area has a door in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh, no. What? Welcome. We've been waiting. Turn on the light. I don't want to. Where's Karen? She's ravenous, completely ravenous. Lost in the abyss. She will never escape. Fleeing west did nothing. We traded one tragedy for another. Karen will stop your ambitions. Wretch. Abomination. Horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah. Anatoly. Gregor. Karen. I won't forget you. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? Grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. Huh? The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin's the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? Clear your throat and ask a question you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anatoly. We came here on our own free will. Woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you. As they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Huh. So that's why we're here. Years earlier. Rena, check it out. A cabin all the way out here? What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago. Don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rena. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here, just for tonight. You sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. The front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bolek. Guess we don't have a choice. We'll head back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. Did you lock the door? All set. Did you see him out the window? No, he probably went back to town. Is anyone here? No. Yelled and stopped around. Nothing. This cabin is abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? It's going to be freezing outside tonight, so it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. We don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need them. Whenever Bolek gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. Got one of Razzle's classics for you. What do you call Snowman's kids? Children. Let's split up and search the cabin. See if we can find any food for us to eat tonight. Take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. Rina, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Of course, I know exactly where to look first. I got the Zakopane Junior Baker Award, remember? Selena. Alright, everyone. Let's move on. They seem a lot like... Help the team by searching the cabin for supplies. They seem a lot like our vegetable group. Found Selena, Oleg, and Bolek is unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin. You only get one choice, so choose wisely. What do you want to help out first? Oh god. Can I save, actually? And I guess I actually want to quit. Not because I want to quit, but because I'm tired now. I thought we were ending soon, but it looks like there's still a long way to go, so let's stop for now. So that's all for this one. I was not expecting expecting that. Like, I don't know, that we were already like a serial killer. Like, I don't know, I kind of thought that we would go crazy by like unwillingly eating our friends, but we're totally willingly eating our friends. But I'm guessing we're like in some sort of like purgatory situation though, right? Because like we started off where we like ended, you know? So like I think we're just kind of being haunted by ghosts of the past at this point. I don't think anybody's alive anymore. It might just be us being crazy, you know? I don't know. But we will continue this next time, so let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma. Over and out.